previous 6 months or so have been pretty rough for me. The end of 2021, the start of 2022 has been really difficult. And the video you're about to watch is a week in the life way back at the start of that bad flare-up. So I started third year at university, and honestly, it was just way too much for me. It was so difficult and it really kind of killed me. You can really see the volume of work I was doing and how even in this second week, it was already starting to kind of wear on me. So I've now edited that vlog for you to watch, but I'm also going to interject with my little current day perspective, because I would not advise anyone push themselves this much if you're in a similar position that I was in. This workload was really the catalyst for my 5, maybe 6 month now flare up of me feeling awful. This was the start.
Hi everyone. See, this is my final year, my dissertation year. This week is the first proper week, so it is going to be tricky and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to handle it and manage it. So I have planned some things out to make it as easy as I possibly can, but it's still going to be a difficult thing for me.
I've already acknowledged that this is too much. I knew it right there. You can hear me say it. This is going to be tricky. I've planned some things out, but it's still going to be difficult. I did not plan enough out. I made some very slight changes. I did not do enough to really create what I needed. It's just foreshadowing at this point. Foreshadowing.
I don't have anything in person on Mondays, so I went to the supermarket this morning, and then when I came back I lay down for a rest and accidentally slept for 3 hours, which I'm sure is a relatable problem to everyone. So I haven't gotten as much done today as I would like. It's only 5 o'clock, so I do still have time to get things done today. But it is what it is. Sometimes our bodies just need that extra sleep, so, you know, there's a balance there. The main thing, the first thing I need to do is fill up my med boxes. It is Monday at 5. I haven't had my morning meds yet because I haven't filled up the boxes. So that is a thing I need to do like immediately.
Another bad sign. It's week 2 and I'm already failing at some of the most important jobs that I have.
Monday morning meds at 5 o'clock. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Oh. So the next thing I'm going to do is finish a lecture.
And how am I already working? It's Monday and nothing's happened yet. For me, university is very difficult, and I have to really edit the work I'm doing to make it sustainable for me, which means that I do go into assignments slightly underprepared. Unfortunately, that's what I have to do. I'm acting here like I've got unlimited energy just to do extra work. I don't do extra work, I shouldn't be doing extra work. Nothing in the semester has happened yet, and I'm already working on a day where I don't have anything to do. I'm like 5 minutes into this video and I'm already absolutely shocked by my behaviour.
Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is a big day. I haven't quite decided what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'm definitely going into campus once, and I might be going twice.
No!
Which I haven't done before in one day, and I'm a bit nervous about it. I will see you tomorrow when I maybe have a plan. I don't know.
Okay, so let me give you a little bit of context for Tuesday. I didn't film much of it, but that's because there was so much going on. 4 bus journeys and 2 events on campus. Why did I do that?
It's 20 to 5, I've done my 2-hour lecture, I'm home, I'm boiling the kettle, I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna go back to campus. This was such a bad idea. I can't believe I decided to do this. I should have not gone to the lecture. This is fine, right?
I did it once, decided that this was way too much for me, and didn't do it again.
Good morning. It's Wednesday. Yesterday was a lot. I know I didn't film much of it, but oh my god. So much happened. Within an hour of getting home, I had to leave again and go get back on a bus and go back to campus for a seminar. Thank god I don't have to leave the house today. I have a call at 12:15. But other than that, it's just getting the things done I need to get done. There's a big old list of things I need to do. So hopefully I will get a big chunk of those done today. That's the goal. Yay.
And then tomorrow, back to campus with an hour of rest in the middle on campus in a room which I've been given access to. So I'm going to try and find that, try it out, all that kind of stuff. And then there's another lecture, and then I come home. Try and rest as much as I can today in preparation for tomorrow and resting from yesterday. But I do have a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I have an assignment due tomorrow. So I need to finish it off today, make sure I've got the referencing in and hand it in. That's my main thing for today.
A sensible-ish decision not to do anything, not to leave the house on Wednesday. I support that. I had a call at 12:15, which I had every week. That also got scrapped as the semester went on. I stopped taking that call, and I also stopped going to the politics seminar. It was a hard unit, and I'm not saying that it's like the best decision to not go to seminars, but it was the decision I had to make in order to be able to carry on. So, you know, it was what it was. In semester 1, I had a class that required a short piece of writing every week, and that's what I mean by I had an assignment due on week 2. It was every week, and it was just a short piece of writing on the topic, but my God, did that weekly writing kill me. I found it quite interesting as a way to do a class. However, it's killed me, and I have to question the practicality of such a system for anyone who is disabled or having any difficulties. If you have to ask for an extension on one of the weeks, you then get behind and everything is backed up, and it's enjoyed the content, I enjoy the topic. I don't know that it's taking into account people who have maybe more things going on than just university, because it really limits the flexibility you can have. Saying that, the lecturer who taught it was very kind and really good, and he gave me as much flexibility as he could, but just by the nature of the way the course was set up, it had limited flexibility. It was really hard. So that's why I'm so busy. Especially at the beginning, I felt very panicked and very unsure of how to complete this type of short work, because we only ever did full essays before, so I didn't really know what to do, so I was probably putting in too much time into them at the beginning. I would never choose a unit with that weekly hand-in ever again. I would suggest, if you're anything like me, do not sign up for that type of thing. It's hellish, and it really contributed to the car crash that was semester 1 into semester 2.
Hello, it is Thursday. I am all ready. I am leaving in 20 minutes. It's another day on campus, another big day, but this is the last day of the week. I do not have to go in tomorrow, and then obviously I get the weekend and I get Monday. So I have a good 4 days to recover, but today is a big day. I have 2 things, and I have been given access to a rest room to go to between the 2 lectures so I can have a lie down. So that's good. It is first come, first serve, so if there's someone in there, I can't use it. So I don't know how it's gonna work yet. We'll find out later. I'm just gonna make myself a sandwich, and then I will head off to the bus. This week is so much, honestly. And now I'm gonna like end up doing this every week, but gosh. So I'm in the restroom, just occurred to me I could take my mask off because there's no one here. I found it, the code works. It's a little bit depressing in here. It has kind of a prison vibe, but it's a restroom, so I'm gonna try this out. We've got about an hour till my next session, so I'm gonna eat lunch and then lie down for a bit and then go to my next session. It's the room. When they say this is a room to lie down in, they don't mean on the ground. I mean, they provided a bed. Something about that just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that noise is, but it's unpleasant. So I'm on the floor.
Another big day, another day that I was just misguided. This is what I was talking about when I said I made a small adjustment. So what I did was I contacted the student support and basically told them, I'm gonna die if I do this. And they did offer me some help, which is great. Always reach out to the people who have the power to help you. And they offered me a rest room in which, because I had two things on the Thursday, which were an hour apart, they offered me a room where I could go and lie down in private, so I wouldn't have to sit in like a public area like the library or a cafe or something like that. So I could go have some peace and quiet, not feel self-conscious and rest. I'm really grateful that they offered me this help, but it didn't work for me. The situation meant that overall I would be on campus for 4 hours plus a bus journey before and after, which is just too much for me in any situation. So even when I used the room, I was exhausted. But also, I cannot relax in unfamiliar surroundings. I'm a very anxious person. I'm very tense a lot of the time, and to have a nap or to lie down in this very sterile room that's not welcoming at all was not very relaxing. Physically, obviously I rested, so it worked, but emotionally, mentally, I did not rest. I just sat there like, I'm in a weird room. What if someone wants to come in and I have to tell them I'm using the room? As you can see from the footage, I lay down on the ground because I was too uncomfortable to lay down on the bed provided, and I just felt really stressed and anxious, and it did not work for me. So I didn't use it again. After this, I stopped going to the first session on the Thursday and just went for the 2-hour lecture, which was much more manageable for me. So in this week you viewed, I went to campus for 4 sessions, and the rest of the semester I went to 1 session a week, and then caught up with the other sessions online, which was much more manageable for me, but the workload was still huge. So when Friday rolls around, I didn't film anything. There's no footage, there's no record of what I did on the Friday. And if I could hazard a guess, I would say that I did nothing on Friday. Probably laid in bed and watched telly or something like that. This was so much, and I didn't even do this much for very long. And even when I greatly reduced the amount of work, I still couldn't do it. So, I honestly, watching this back, I don't know what I was thinking. If you are in a similar situation than me, I would recommend doing part-time third year instead of trying to do full-time third year, because it's significantly harder than first and second year. So if, like me, you were scraping through first and second year, you'd finish your assignments and then you'd lay in bed for a week because you'd just given everything, then you cannot do third year. It's so much harder. That's what I found anyway. I'm still paying for the amount of work I did in that first semester. I'm still not back to normal. I'm still struggling with the workload, even though I've reduced it greatly, just because I'm still so exhausted and so symptomatic. So I hope you've learned from my mistakes. If it feels like it's too much, it's too much, and as weeks go on it will build and build and build. So if in the first and second weeks you're thinking this might be too much for me, try and find ways to really adjust and personalise and reduce the amount of work you have to do at one time in order to make it manageable. Comment down below and tell me if you've ever made this type of mistake. Bye!